In fact, making the cutoff may turn out to be the entire battle, as the McGilton family waits roadside now for a glimpse of Bud.
He's right there! Come on, Dad! You can Oh, God. Oh, go, Grandpa. I know. Come on, babe.
Happy to see him come in?
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
You think he'll carry on?
I hope so. God, I hope so. He worked so hard. I hate to see him be this close and get cut off, but he gave it everything he had, so.
Has a little bit of a Monaco feel to it, as at the Grand Prix, the boats watch the race from the water, watching the wind up of this Subaru Ironman Canada. And if you're Jasper Blake, the decision you have to make is, when do I make the move to get by Courtney Ogden?
And this has to be a decisive move. There's no running by slowly and giving him a chance to hang on. You have to do it. You have to speed up. And you have to send a message loud and clear that you're just running faster and stronger.
And it may be right now. And also, as you say, an emphatic, decisive move comes a little bit of a wry smile on an uphill section.
And that's the smart way to do it. An uphill, you're saying, I'm feeling so good that I can pass you anytime I want.
Oh, listen, good news as well for Kyle Marcotte out of Calgary. Remember, Kyle was as high as first, had fallen back to sixth. We saw him now in third place. And here is Scott Curry falling back as Gordo Byrne moves into fourth. Back now with the women's leader. And Belinda Granger looks like she may be laboring a little bit.
And the pace they have been running, according to our calculations, they're going to be within sight of the finish line at the same time. So it's going to come down right to the last 10, 20 meters of this race.
Jasper Blake is your men's leader, and one of those cheering him on, three-time Ironman world champion, the legendary Canadian Peter Reid.
Come on, stay right on that car.
How about Jasper?
It's about time that Jasper finally put his good race together. It was definitely within him for a few years now, and for him to finally, it seems like it's finally coming together, and he really needed this, and it's good to see.
Jasper Blake seemingly en route to a win, while Granger and Bentley battle in women. It is always such a long day. The competitors see this Subaru when they first hit the water at 7 a.m. and the crowd is here all day. The people of Penticton, as good as any fans in the world, and they'll be here until the clock strikes midnight. And if you're Jasper Blake, his mom on the right, his fiance on the left, this is the moment they and he have been waiting for, his first ever Subaru Ironman Canada win.
And an awesome day for Jasper. His first Ironman win that he's so excited about. He did it with a great swim, a really solid bike where he didn't let the leaders ride away, and then a stellar marathon run.
The marathon run, a remarkable 2:48 for the man who has been fourth, second, and is now first.
Quite a few tries here, Jasper, finally the champion in Canada.
I'm so happy. You have no idea. That was a really tough day. I normally struggle in the heat, and but you know, I've got a great new coach. His name's Andrew McNaughton, and he's an old legend from the sport, and he's really changed my biking around, so the deficit wasn't 20 minutes anymore. So.
And you got some family members here too.
You know, the fact that they're all here, that's my favorite part of Ironman, is that they all come.
Second place going to the Australian Courtney Ogden, and he finishes, oh boy, 14 minutes back, but you just weren't going to beat that run of Blake.
And he has to be very pleased with this race. It's going to be hard to hold off someone running a 2:48 marathon, so to finish strong, hang on to that second place, a great day for him too.
It was good to be here. I'm so glad I'm finished though, my God. That was torture. absolute total champ.
Gordo Byrne, who makes his home now in Bermuda, was 10th out of the water, but has made up that 4 minutes, and he finishes 3rd.
He looks a little bit disappointed. I think he was really gunning for that first place, but you know he'll be back next year, giving it another go.
So it is Jasper Blake winning his first ever Ironman. And as you said, was consistent all the way through, but that 2:48 run really was the difference. With the pro women, well, we thought this might come down to a sprint, but that 17-minute gap that Belinda Granger had coming off the bike was just too much.
And she had that fighting spirit. She fought right to the end. She knew she needed to beat Lisa Bentley here. She knew she was testing out a new coach and a new run program, and obviously it's working incredibly well for her.
She comes into Bentley's home country and knocks her off. Bentley had closed the gap down to 1:30 or so, but in the end, as she crosses the line, a two-time winner here in Penticton, Lisa Bentley, will fall short by just over 3 minutes.
It was always my intention to come here and race as hard as I could, and obviously concentrate on having a good solid run. And I knew with Lisa running me down that if I didn't have, a really good run, it wasn't going to happen. But, in the back of my mind, I really did want to win here because and this is nothing against Lisa because I love her to death, but, she's beaten me 5 times in a row in Australia, and I thought it only appropriate to come here and try and get it one back on her, so it's great.
Congratulations to Belinda Granger. As Lori Lynn Leach of Victoria crosses the line in 3rd. And just to give you an idea of how dominant both Bentley and Granger were, look at the times. As Bentley falls short by 3 minutes, Leach 44 minutes behind the winner, Belinda Granger. Unfortunately, the distances and challenges of the day would prove too much for many of these athletes, including 3 of the 5 members of the McJilton family. While Tom and Genevieve were able to complete the Ironman, Charles IV pulled out early. He was never able to overcome a back injury sustained while training. Pauline nearly made it to the end of the bike, but the mountain climbs and sheer distance were just too much. 76-year-old Charles Bud McJilton did complete the 180-kilometer ride with just seconds to spare before the bike cut off, but the remaining time was not enough to allow him to complete the run before the midnight deadline.
It's not about finishing the race, it's about the experience. Everybody got to experience a little bit of it, a lot of it. I'm just so proud. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you. And Dad was saying, he says, I didn't mind getting pulled off the course there or being done. I got to see a lot of people, meet a lot of people. It was a great experience, and who knows? He may be back here next year,
Canadian folks are great.
They traveled from near and far, young and old. Some had done this before. Others were attempting their first Ironman, all drawn to the ultimate single-day endurance challenge. Their reasons were as varied as the participants. Some were here to prove something to themselves, while others were here to bring awareness to a cause close to their hearts. But no matter what brought them, they were all bound by an achievement, bound by a journey, and in the process becoming part of the Ironman family. With just 38 seconds to spare, Sherry Lee from Oregon will go into the books as the final finisher at the 2006 edition of the Subaru Ironman Canada. Others would just miss the cutoff time, but no one could deny that they had gone the distance. Now, on behalf of Teresa Massel and our entire crew, I'm Vic Crowder. Thank you for joining us here at the 24th edition of Subaru Ironman Canada on Canada's sports leader, TSN.